Link, Link, wake up, Link. Pull yourself together, Link. Well, have you come to your senses yet? You're surprisingly dull-witted. Well, what the heck, dude? Did I startle you? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only vote upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the king of red lions. Do not fear. I am not your enemy. Link, I have been watching you since you went to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. But such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands that monstrous bow. His name is Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods attempted to cover the land in darkness, and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Tell me, Link, do you still wish to save your sister from him? Of course. And will you do anything to save her? Yes, I will. I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. Hey. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. Do you understand? Yeah. In that case, we depart to the Great Sea. But I am getting ahead of myself. This is actually a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail. And a boat with no sail can sail no seas. I've brought you far to the east of the dark gaze of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wild variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail I will be useless to you. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. The information they provide you may come in handy during your endeavors at sea, so listen carefully to their words and heed them well. But remember, there is no time to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done. Alright guys, I'm Nate Asher and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. This is Windfall Island, and in the last episode, if you remember, we climbed the Forsaken Fortress, lost our sword, got it back, and were launched into the ocean by a giant bird. Yeah, sounds crazy, but it's true. But in this episode, we were saved by a talking boat, and he's British. So stay away from that guy. Ugh. So what we need to do is find a sail. See. Yo, what up?
story is a strange one. I come across cursed seas from a land far away, a land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. Dear me, my ship was torn apart by vicious winds, and this island is where I washed ashore. There was one other person with me. Yes, there was, but I dare say he was immediately arrested based on his somewhat suspicious looks and thrown right into jail. Yes, just locked up somewhere on this island. Needless to say, I'm really worried about him. Would you be so kind as to help free him from captivity? Indeed, it would be appreciated. Alright, so someone's in jail, I guess. This is the only Zelda game that you can do this. Well, Twilight Princess. But I don't know why they only did it in this game. Like, it would be so helpful in, like, you know, Ocarina of Time, for example. What do you want? Huh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because it's under the pictograph place. Okay, I guess I never put two and two together and realized that, hey, look, more pigs. Now, if I can just carry them across the island, I could get 20 rupees apiece for these sons of... Oh gosh. I'm sorry, the ones back on my island just flip and bounce around. You kind of just squashed on the ground. Can I just, like, chuck you? Dude, that was so funny. Oh, okay, he can swim. I want to do that one more time. Just, like, look at the way that he flies, you know. That's hilarious. Yo, what up? Tingle? What were you doing traveling with that, guy? Oh, if my appearance does not surprise you, then you, sir, must be a fairy, just like Tingle. Goodness, did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Do not worry. Tingle knows without you telling him, sir. Yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I have been looking for you and your kind, for I too long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet, I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful. Please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor. I just like, every time I see him, at least in this game, like, all I can think of are the elves, or not the elves, but the Kringles from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. You know, Wingle, Dingle, Tingle, and Mama Claus. And then they're like, we'll name him Chris Kringle. Hooray! Thank you oh so very much. Here is Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Tingle, Tingle, Kulu Lepa. Become an item. What is wrong with you, dude? Where the heck were you hiding this thing? I don't want this. Mr. Fairy, are you familiar with Meavers? With it, messages put in... Okay, we don't need to read this because guess what? Meavers isn't a thing anymore. Ah, I was forgetting something important. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? You got Tingle's chart. I like the way he like mimics us, like holding our hand up, like thinking that you are one of us. Okay, bud. I'm tired of doing your voice. Oh man. Gotta get through this freaking Meaver stuff. Sorry about that. Alright. You are a troublemaker. You stole 5 rupees. Okay, so in this version of the game, there's not really any point in doing this because we automatically get the pictograph box. But if you need to know how to get through here, just follow the path I'm going. That's how you do it. Yes, believe it or not, it is already open. And why? Because we already have it. And you'll notice we can take color pictographs. Yeah, so this is where I said it would come up later. In the first episode, we saw the pictures on the wall, and they were in color. And they are not in color usually. The reason they are in color in this game is because we automatically get that. What are you looking at? Anyway, we automatically get the colored pictograph box in the New Game Plus version. Or at least in the oh wait, I want the quick way out. There we go. But yeah, in the Wii U version, my bad. In the GameCube version, if you want the color pictograph, you have to go to the oh man. You have to go to, I forget what it's called. Oh, the Force Haven. And there are these things called like the Rainbow Firefly. And you have to catch one in a bottle and then bring one to the pictograph guy up here. Bring one to this guy. And he will use the Rainbow Firefly to convert your pictograph into a colored pictograph. So if you're playing on the GameCube version and want to know how to take non-black and white photos, there you go.
Really? You have rescued him? That is news I deem rather great. You are one stand-up individual. Indeed you are. Now, I apologize, as I have but another favor. I'm actually considering starting up a little shop here on the island, but I'm having trouble funding my venture. I have one asset to my name. I wonder if you might buy it from me, perhaps. People on this island have no interest in venturing out into these dangerous seas, so my chance of selling it to them is rather bleak. The bleakest I can describe. I'd really like to ask 200 for it, but as a favor for rescuing my friend, perhaps we may strike a deal. How does
80 rupee sound. I don't need it. Actually, I do need it, but I need to find 80 rupees. I will be back. Wait, what did he say? I don't think I've ever talked to all these people before taking the sale. You're looking for a sale? I have no idea where you'd find one. Do I look like a sailor to you? Look, I'm feeling down right now, so shove off, will you? Go past that guy in the massive coat or whatever. Yeah, over there. I already did. He said he has it, and he's going to sell me it. So, quit being a big it. Sorry, I just like doing that. Alright. I bet I can find 9 rupees somewhere down here. Get away from creepy dude. Alright. Got ourselves a sale. Wait, what the heck? Is that your hair or is that... That's his freaking hair. No! No, it's the weird guy. Ew, no. What a freak. Is that your hair or a hat? I can't tell. I think it's a hat, but it could be hair. Who knows? The guy sure thinks a lot of himself, though. You could tell just by the way he walks. What up? Oh, that look in your eye. So you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Hoist the sail you got and get moving. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward.
The direction that appears behind me indicates which way the wind is blowing. And okay, I'm getting really tired of doing this. Alright, tutorial stuff and whatnot. Great. Alright, so while we're sailing to Dragon Roost, let me show you another little tip. If you ever needed to turn your boat like on a dime, well, you'll notice when you turn the direction, it changes which way the rudder is going. The rudder is that yellow thing in the back. Well, if you jump while holding that rudder in whatever direction you're wanting to go, like say I wanted to go to the left, okay? If I hold it to the left after I jump, as soon as I hit the ground or the water, I will immediately just turn that way. See? It's a lot faster than trying to do this and going all the way around in this big circle. See, like, look how that's not a tight turn at all. But if I do this, immediately. Yo, what up? Alright, so there's the lesson. And we're almost to Dragon Roost. Good timing. Why are we still going fast with no sail? Someone explain this to me. There on the horizon. That is our destination, Link. Dragon Roost Island. Also quite catchy music. High atop this island speak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valu. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the gods. In those days, using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. Alright, so this is where he shows us how to conduct. So to do 3/4 time, if you don't know what 3/4 time means, it means that you get 3 beats for every quarter note. So there's 3 quarter notes in a measure. So this is 4/4 time, which means there's 4 quarter notes in a measure. Oh wait. And 6/4 time is later in the game, means 6 quarter notes in a measure. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. and I will see you in the next one, where we will be hiking up Dragon Rouge Island to talk to this big dragon guy, Valu. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye.